Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Thursday, January 23rd. It is 5 p.m. Okay, we are having some bad weather here in Florida. It's been cold. It's raining today. Just yuck. I can't wait till we get back to normal weather because we're going to be talking about some of this moods that come with bad weather. We're going to talk about that next week. It's just nuts, right? Okay, but this week we're talking about muscle pain and soreness and exercise and all of that. We were talking about it last week as well. So I mentioned yesterday that we're going to talk essential oils. So other great ingredients in a topical CBD would be, or a pain relief cream or whatever, would be essential oils. Okay, because essential oils are pretty darn amazing. So we obviously cannot complete this talk without discussing this. So bear with me. You know this is my jam, so here we go. All right, many essential oils work better together. Okay, almost like 1 + 1 = 3. They have what's called a synergistic effect, meaning one is good by itself, the other one is good by itself, but when they're together, they're like even better, okay? So, and that's really true, especially if they have different active components, meaning essential oils are not just one ingredient. They're made up of hundreds of different chemicals, natural chemicals, but chemicals nonetheless, and they are like some of them are a high percentage, and that's the main active ingredient that you may find in that particular essential oil. So if two oils, hello Kim, if two oils have different ones, that's when the bonus comes in when they work, how they work together. Okay, so I mentioned peppermint last week when we were talking about pain creams and how these creams take this natural plant and then they mimic the plant. They create the same ingredient, but they make it in a laboratory and they make it synthetically. Ick. So peppermint contains menthol. Okay, menthol has a cooling effect as well as analgesic properties, antispasmodic properties, and anti-inflammatory properties. So it is really a great essential oil to use when you are trying to relieve any type of sore muscle pain or swelling. Helichrysum is another really, really good one. Okay, it also has anti-inflammatory properties and can also relieve muscle spasms and reduce pain. Wintergreen, we also mentioned last week, has methyl salicylate. Now, methyl salicylate is one of the main components or ingredients in aspirin, again, synthetically made, alpha salicylate, but this one is basically that same type of thing. So you're going to get very similar properties or action, if you will, when you use wintergreen essential oil. Okay, so it's going to give you analgesic properties and anti-inflammatory properties naturally. Okay, again, because if you're taking it from a plant as opposed to recreating it and reproducing it synthetically in a lab, it's going to be much easier on your body to recognize and to use effectively. And another one is clove. Clove contains eugenol, which is an anesthetic often used topically or orally to relieve pain. So this is a really good combination, and those four happen to be four of the essential oils that are in the CBD muscle cream or salve that I showed you that I use. Those are the four essential oils in there. So, I mean, in combination with the CBD, you're going to get amazing relief. Now, those are just four oils, but there are a gazillion others. Now, Young Living has a blend called Panaway. Okay, if you pronounce it Painaway, you can kind of understand how the name came about. Okay, so it's a perfect example of synergy. It combines essential oils, like I mentioned, those essential oils, the helichrysum, the peppermint, the clove, and the wintergreen, and combine them in an oil that you can apply topically by adding a carrier oil or anything you have in your house that would be a fatty oil. So you could use olive oil, you could use almond oil, you could use jojoba oil. I mean, anything. Whatever you have is easier. Obviously, if it's organic, like organic coconut oil is wonderful, but you want to use what you have. The whole purpose is to not only spread it over a bigger area, but also to slow down the absorption. You want it to go into the skin, into the muscles, but for newbies, some of those oils are going to feel a little... For some people, it's going to be hot. For other people, it's going to feel cold, but it's going to give you that temperature sensation, which may not be appealing to you in the beginning. So diluting it with a carrier oil is really a great idea. Now, there are a gazillion other, like I said, essential oils that really have some benefit. Marjoram is another really great one to ease pain and inflammation. Roman chamomile is another really great one, which has calming properties emotionally, but they also have a calming effect on sore muscles as well. It's pretty neat. But let's talk about, black pepper is another one. I'm just looking at my list. Ginger, cypress, lemongrass, eucalyptus. I could go on and on. But the key is not just knowing what oils do these kind of things, but then what do you do with them, right? Because seriously, if you don't know what to do with your oils and they just sit in the bottle, and you're paralyzed to, like you don't use them, what's the point, right? So the reality is people tell me these oils don't work for me. And when I question them further, I find out they tried them once, never opened the bottle, smelled them, whatever it was. If you don't take them out of the bottle and apply them topically, you're not going to get the relief that you're looking for when it comes to muscle relief. So what can you do? Get the carrier oil, open the bottle, apply it to a certain area. So you take like 1 to 2 drops of your oil with about 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of a carrier oil. Mix them together, whether it be in the spoon or in your hand, and then massage your calves, your thigh, whatever it may be, and massage those areas to get that oil into your skin. Another thing you can do is you can pre-mix them in a roller. A roller is like a glass, I don't know, you girls remember lip gloss when we used to have the tubes that we fill and have the little roller on the top and we roll it on when we were younger. Basically that, okay? They come empty. You can recycle ones that you have from something else. And you put in, 10 drops, 20 drops of your oil. Add your carrier oil, which obviously needs to be liquid. Put the top back on, let it mix around a little while, and then you can just apply it before you work out, during your workout, after your workout. It's a great way to have a pre-diluted roller of, my muscle pain relief stick, whatever you want to call it. You can use them in a massage. You can actually either have somebody do the massage for you or massage areas if you can get to shoulders, arms, legs. Very easy to do massage with essential oils. You can use them in Epsom salt baths. I've talked about this a million times. You add the oil to the salt, then add the salt to the water. This way the oil disperses very nicely in your tub, and then you soak in the tub. Your muscles will thank you. Okay, and you can also do them add them to a cold compress, which is really great for inflammation, or a hot compress, which is really, really good for pain. So, guys, get those oils out of the bottle. Get them on your body and tell me how they feel, because I guarantee you, if you use them, they will work. Now, obviously, I'm going to be on my little soapbox. The better the quality of your oils, the better response you're going to get. So if you don't have good oils or you want to find good oils, you know where to find them. Give me a buzz. So on that note, on this rainy, disgusting, horrible, yucky day here in South Florida, I hope it's nicer where you guys are. And I will see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.